Clostridium botulinum is just one species within the Clostridium genus of bacteria as a whole, and there are several other very notable species within this genus that are worth mentioning. One of these bacteria is Clostridium tetani, and like Clostridium botulinum and all other Clostridia, Clostridium tetani is an anaerobic bacteria, and it is ironically shaped sort of like a nail. It's known for its tetanus toxin, which is like Clostridium botulinum's toxin in that it causes paralysis, but it works in a little bit different way. Tetanus blocks the release of inhibitory neurotransmitters, resulting in uncontrollable motor contractions, sort of like a full body cramp or a Charlie horse. This is not quite as lethal as the botulinum toxin, which completely inhibits muscle contractions altogether, which leads to respiratory failure. But that being said, Clostridium tetani can still be fatal if respiratory muscles uh, contract too powerfully for too long. It can still inhibit breathing and eventually lead to death, but it's not as deadly as Clostridium botulinum. A common misconception about tetanus is that it is caused by rusty nails puncturing the skin. This is not exactly the case. Any break in the skin can provide a portal of entry for Clostridium tetani. It's just that rusty nails are often associated with dirt and soil, which are prime habitats for this anaerobic bacteria. Another Clostridium species worth mentioning is Clostridium difficile, often shorthanded as C. diff. Clostridium difficile is most well known for causing the disease colitis, which is an infection of the colon that severely inflames the colon and causes pretty bad diarrhea. Just like the other species in the Clostridium genus, colitis is caused by the secretion of toxins, in this case A and B toxins, by C. diff. The development of a C. diff infection is fostered by previous antibiotic use, which kills off the biological barrier of healthy bacteria that normally outcompete C. diff for space and resources. Not only that, but C. diff commonly rebounds from antibiotics that target it, so fecal transplants are sometimes used to replace the healthy microbiome when antibiotics are ineffective. One more Clostridium species that's worth mentioning is Clostridium one second. I got to double check this pronunciation here.
Clostridium perfringens.
Is Clostridium perfringens. Um, in keeping with the Clostridium theme, perfringens is well known for being one of the most common causes of food poisoning, which again is caused by the toxins it secretes. And if untreated, the food poisoning will continue to progress and the toxins can enter the bloodstream, which can cause horrific and potentially fatal gangrene, like seen here. So it's definitely no joke. And one bacteria out of our class bacteria that could be friends with Clostridium botulinum is Pseudomonas fluorescens. And this is because Pseudomonas fluorescens it's anaerobic and it's aerobic, but it's commonly found in moist environments, particularly the soil. And Clostridium botulinum is most commonly found in the soil because it's an anaerobic environment. So since they both have this in common, it's pretty likely that they would encounter each other at some point.